In 1954, the United States, with the cooperation of the Mexican government, altered its immigration policy and began forcibly deporting hundreds of thousands of Mexican immigrants.
What?
Yeah. Let's get into this one. Prior to World War II, the Mexican government actively discouraged immigration, legal or otherwise, to the U.S. You see, the Mexican government realized their largely unskilled laborers were needed to modernize their own economy, as opposed to filling the demand for then booming agricultural industry in the United States. The influx of laborers immigrating from Mexico was so pervasive that Mexican crops could actually rot in fields because there weren't enough workers to cultivate in the fields. Eventually, the United States and Mexico reached to a diplomatic agreement known as the Bracero Program, which allowed Mexican migrant laborers to work in the United States under short-term contractual agreements. These workers would be sent back to Mexico at the end of their contract, which in turn meant Mexico would get back skilled agricultural labor, vital to their economy and modernization process. However, in 1942, the Bracero program was not able to appropriately accommodate the number of Mexicans who wished to work in the U.S., which this led to a large influx of undocumented immigrants into the country seeking better wages. By 1954, this dynamic became unsustainable, which led to the implementation of the non-infamous policy known as Operation Wetback. Yeah, they actually called it that. This policy ultimately led to the deportation of over 1.1 million Mexican nationals, hundreds of whom were actually U.S. citizens, a clear violation of their constitutionally guaranteed civil rights. Today, supporters of Operation Wetback, who don't necessarily use that terminology but are looking to implement similar policy, fail to take into consideration the dependency of Mexican migrant labor in the U.S. agricultural industry, and are predominantly concerned with the racial homogeneity over economic considerations. I guess never mind humanitarian concerns, right?